what's good, what's happening, how you living? It's your boy, RiceBox26, back again with another video, and today we doing a Tekken 8 demo. Now, as you probably noticed, I'm doing post audio because I didn't check my damn mic before jumping in and recording, so my original commentary is dead silent. Alright, so first things first, let's go ahead and watch the cinematic, possibly the most abusive family squabble you'll ever see between Kazuya and Jin right here. And I ain't gonna lie, like, this cinematic looks nice. And because you know Tekken always know how to get you hyped for their game, so let's check this out. Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead and skip ahead just a little bit because after this comes up, God, that looks intimidating. But after we get through all this, all I'm doing is goofing around with audio settings and just dumb stuff in the menus, and y'all don't need to see none of that. So see y'all in a second.
A few moments later.
Neat new feature they added is called Special Style Mode, which essentially is beginner mode. And to be honest, I fucks with it. I really do. I'm a casual fighter at best, so I fully understand having this feature, especially for people who just picked this game up. And you got those people who just pick this game up on occasion just to stomp out the CPU with a character you don't play with when your friends aren't around. And you know who you are. It's a feature that allows you to learn combos through simple button inputs, and even better, it's something you can switch in and out of during a fight. Now, for all those online Mike Tysons out there, it is an option, so you can turn it off entirely if you don't want to have to worry about it. So that's one less button you got to press, one less thing you got to worry about screwing your whole combo up. But let's get into the actual fighting, which I would definitely say feels improved compared to Tekken 7. And I'll add that the characters, they feel lighter and more responsive. And I'm saying lighter because I don't know if it's just me, but the fighters in 7 felt like heavier. It felt like there was a drag to the movements. But like this one, clean, real responsive. And they had to throw in some important fight cinematics into the mix as well. And when I say they flow into a fight, I mean it is so much smoother than the 7. Like now I may not be remembering it right, but for this here is your ready. Like you don't get just like ready fight anymore. This goes from here straight into let's get it. We throwing hands right now. And you're about to see this come up in just a minute. So y'all enjoy this smooth transition real quick. But y'all see like how smooth that was? Like, bro, I'm fairly confident that in 7, anytime you'd have these cinematic fights, it wouldn't go straight into the fight. It would go from ready fight, so that way you had some time to prep for it post the cinematic reaction. But this one is like, nah, like you watching the cinematic, you already know by dialogue they're about to throw hands. So go ahead, pick the controller up, be ready to go. Because once it's time, you getting smacked, my guy. It is what it is. And I know y'all probably also heard the audio issue. I don't know what that is. I think it's just a glitch. But it also looks like depending on the scenario, you'll have some QTE events, which I don't really think add or really detract from the overall gameplay. Some stuff, depending on what they set it for, where they add it, may be super appropriate. It may be exactly what you needed for the situation. But to me, it's not really that big of a factor. So I know y'all probably wondering, what's the story? What's going on, right? Well, how all this drops out is essentially Kazuya just declares war on the world. Tells them y'all are all weak, y'all all deserve to be exterminated, and if y'all don't think I'm right, prove me wrong, come fight me in Tekken. Throw hands with me, beat me, and I'll shut up. But I doubt any of y'all gonna do that. And all of this is happening while once again, for some reason, Jin is having this internal struggle with the devil that's in him. And I get it, I do, but this is one of the biggest issues I have with Jin as a character is, bro, you want enough strength to beat your family members. You wanted enough strength to beat Heihachi, you wanted enough strength to beat Kazuya. And the only way you're gonna do that is by embracing the devil gene that's in you. Period. You don't have to rely on it all that, but he keeps thinking that it's just gonna consume him, and that's just it. Like, come on, bro. Because like, even Kazuya said it to you, like all that resolve and all that tenacity for what? But I digress. That's a complaint for another day. Moving along, they have another game mode called Arcade Quest, which essentially is their online mode. And I can tell you right now, I do not care not half a lick for any of these characters they're trying to set up a story for. Sure, you got to have like your guide guys, if you want to get your tutorials, blah blah blah, on how this and that work. I feel like we don't need any of this. Like I love the presentation for it. I do. I love that you get your own little avatar if you want to, that you can customize to your very own. So then when you go and play other characters, you have your own little avatar that you go into these arcades and battle with. But I don't care about the backup story. It's pointless to me. None of it makes sense. All it is that you're a gamer going to these arcades, going to these tournaments to win fights. Point blank, period. That's it. And no, I don't like that, but this I do like. I do like that they do these small little tutorials prior to, especially for like first like beginners and people who just pick this up, because they have this feature called Heat Burst and Heat Smash, and Heat Smashes roll into Heat Rushes, which is essentially like how you saw on like how you would see on Street Fighter, where you have these rush moves that gets you bigger and better combos and hit harder. That's what this does. Same thing with the X Factor that you would see, or the X-ray move that you would see in Mortal Kombat, things of that nature. So if it falls along those lines, and each individual has a different combo that sets up bigger combos. So I like this little feature. It's nice, and you can run through these tutorials as many times as you feel like you need to, or you can just skip over them if you feel like you got it. Or, for those Mike Tysons out there, if you don't want to do them at all, you can just skip them right off. You don't even got to do any of these. Now, it was gonna set you up and put you in it, but you ain't got to run through. You know what I mean? And another cool little thing that it does is automatically give you some goals and some warm up fights. I think probably against CPUs. I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me on it. But it just goes ahead and gets you to that promotion to second dan, so that way you feel like, okay, I'm a little more seasoned, I'm a little more into it. I feel like I know what I'm doing a little bit more. But once you get into that online play, kid gloves is off. It's over. Like, you either gonna fight or you not. Point blank, period. And last but not least, for those who are just jumping into the story, don't worry, Tekken has got you. There's also a gallery where you can go back and see recaps of the story from the first Tekken leading up to this current one. So that way, if you want to get filled in on any backstory that you think you missed, feel free. It's a quick little watch. I think they're a couple of minutes apiece. Get in, get out, get back to what you want to do best. And that's beating up either CPUs or beating up your friends online. At the end of the day, I'm going to go ahead and say it. This game's going to be good. It's going to be fun. I enjoyed the demo alone, and I'm probably going to pick it up. It may not be a day one pickup, but I'm definitely picking this game up because, man, I got to see how Law fight. Law, my dog. I got to see how Law fight. I'm hoping that they drop Eddie Gordo as a DLC in there somewhere, and I hope some of the DLC characters in the expansions are going to be. I think there's going to be a good roster. I really do, because the starting off roster, from what I can see from the demo, is going to be packed. You've already seen some releases for Kuma, Panda. I think Ariel is in there. It's going to be good. So if you haven't tried the demo, definitely suggest you go and try it. If you don't feel like trying the demo, cool. Wait till the game comes out. Buy it then. I think it's going to be worth your time. I think it's going to be worth the effort. And if you feel like playing online, play online. Go through the struggle. It's up to you. I probably won't be that guy, but I ain't you. So with that, I'm going to end all of this here. I hope y'all all have a great rest of y'all's day, evening, morning, whatever it is, whatever time you're watching it. I'm out. See y'all in the next one. Oh, sorry. Last thing. I know I'm behind on uploading videos. Don't worry. I'm working on it. I've just been real busy. So bear with me. I'm going to get the max out to you. So that's why this is here. Just to let y'all know I ain't going nowhere. So y'all stay safe out there. Peace.